So welcome to my Simba mattress unboxing. Going to try and make it quick and then do a long in-depth overview and review when I've had a chance to sleep in it again. Now I say again because I have had the Simba before. So why have I got it again? Well, two reasons. A, the original Simba is different to how it is now. So the original Simba had 5 centimeters of latex, it's now got 4 centimeters, had 3 centimeters of memory foam, it's now got 3.5 centimeters, had 2,000 conical springs, now it's 2,500 conical springs. And actually, I'm not sure how long it's been Certipure certified, but I only just found out that this is a Certipure certified mattress. Now I did have the original one. I was quite happy with it. However, I had a particularly bad lower back at that time, and when the back was bad, it was too soft. When my back wasn't bad, I was quite happy on it. Well, I was very happy on it. However, it wasn't good enough for my back when I need more support. However, I have to say, of all the mattresses I've tried, the one I get most questions on, and the most views, on both on my website and on my videos, is Simba. Simba seems to be the one most people are interested in. Is it because it's got the most hype? Is it because it's the best mattress? And that, by the way, this is a question that people keep asking me now. What's the best mattress? There is no best mattress. A best mattress for me will be a different best mattress for you. I can only tell you what's a bad mattress. A bad mattress is where your spine is out of line. A bad mattress is when it feels like a particular firmness week 1 and it's completely different feel week 2. That's poor materials. However, if it doesn't change in a short period of time, you're doing well. And if it keeps your spine aligned and you're comfortable, you're doing well. That's the best mattress for you. I just want to put it out there because suddenly I'm getting these questions about, I don't know what's the best mattress, quite honestly. Until you try it, even for me, I'm lucky in the sense that I keep in a lot of these mattresses because I'm interested in doing the reviews and doing proper comparisons that I know are correct. So I know I have to keep swapping these mattresses out depending on how my back is and how I feel on a particular day. I really do like to sink into a soft mattress. However, it's terrible on my back over a long time. So comfort and back friendly as a back sleeper and a side sleeper, you know, and to be friendly on the shoulders, different day to day, person to person. However, just a quick aside. So Simba is particularly interesting to me because it seems to be the most popular one at the moment out there in terms of the online retailers, and because it is a bit of a different mattress to the one I tried. So I wonder how like having another 20% conical springs makes a difference. However, quick overview. So what's the big deal about Simba? Simba is a big deal because they're using 2,500 of patented conical springs. What are conical springs? Conical springs basically means it's tapered at one end. So it's like a cone, it's like your ice cream cone. And with the smallest bit is on the bottom. And that is good because as the spring collapses and it's conical, the larger springs at the top fall outside of the springs under it. That means it can collapse right down. So like in a normal pocket spring where they're not conical, it can only collapse to a certain height because all the coils are resting on each other. However, with conical, they collapse outside of the bit down below. So where you're using micro coils, as in the type Simba use, it's important because it means it can lie flat. And it's important. Big confusion now. People are saying, "Oh, can you tell us the difference in between the Otti and the Simba because they both use springs?" Well, they both use springs, but in a very different way. For instance, Otti use full-size pocket springs. They are used as support springs. They are used in the support layer to hold your body up. Yes, so they will collapse in a manner that's conforming, which is the whole point of these springs. However, their job is to hold you up. It's not to give you comfort. Whereas microcoils, these are 2 centimeters high. The point of those is to give you comfort. It's not to hold you up. And that means it's supposed to give where you're pressing down the most, not give on those surrounding areas. And that's what most people will relate to as comfort. When you're using your top layers on all these mattresses, no matter what they're using, those top layers are there to feel comfortable rather than support you, rather than support meaning hold you up, stop you falling down, whereas the comfort layers do allow you to fall down. And so they do very different things. The conical springs in Simba are for comfort. Full-size pocket springs are for support. So it's important to make that clear. Now, there are advantages on paper to using conical springs in the comfort layer, and they will be They possibly give you better longevity. They will hold up longer than the foam will hold up. They allow some air to circulate, so are better for sleeping cool. They will also, depending on the spring, allow you a bit more bounce than you might otherwise have had. Now, top layer of latex on this, however, it's called Simba Tex, and it's actually fully synthetic. So fully synthetic latex is less bouncy than latex. So although on paper this may sound like a bouncy mattress, I can tell you the first Simba I had wasn't very bouncy. So it'll be interesting to see how this compares to that first one. But synthetic latex doesn't have the bounce of a natural latex. So we may not be quite so good. However, it should be better than a memory foam, absolutely. But depending on how it works with those other layers. So it's really interesting. Just a quick overview about Simba. They came to the market in 2015, but they didn't start selling 2016. Don't know what was going on in that interim time. However, they were founded by James Cox and Andrew McClellan, and based in London, but selling, manufacturing, distributing out of Derby in the UK. I say in the UK because they are selling elsewhere in Europe. On the UK Simba site, it says, do not wash your cover. I noticed in Germany, it says you can wash it at 30 degrees. So I don't know if it's a different cover, but they both say 100% polyester. However, in my overview, my review, I will get to all that. I just want to give an overview of who Simba are. And to me, they're interesting because these are one of the few companies online that hide the details of their domain name. I can think of no good reason why they do that, other than it's an oversight, or whoever runs their the website. Very peculiar, because the whole point of having domain information is you know who you're dealing with. Obviously, Simba are a limited company. You do know who you're dealing with. They are Simba Sleep Limited, formed in 2015, so you know who you're dealing with. Why they hide their registration for the domain, I don't know. It's particularly interesting to me because I do stuff online, so I think it's important to know who you're dealing with. However, I am dealing with them. I bought this mattress. They didn't send it to me. I actually did ask them. I said, I've used your mattress before, sent it back. I'm now doing reviews. Can I have it? And they absolutely ignored me. I think I emailed them 3 or 4 times, and they completely ignored me. However, I couldn't resist it because it's the one everyone's talking about. And when I did, it's probably one of the worst videos I did. When I did the Simba one, I didn't know I was going to be interested in having this weird hobby of collecting mattresses and comparing them and trying to get the real information out there. However, they weren't interested in giving me one through. And I have to say, they're now doing, about all this time they've been marketing the One Perfect mattress and how they work in hand with the Sleep Institute and their massive database and how they got it just right and one mattress and it's a perfect mattress. And blow me, if 2018 they've not come out with a second mattress, which is even more premium than this one. It's cost about double the money, and I think I might do a video on that later, although I'm not going to buy it. It is horrendously expensive. However, I'm sure it's premium materials, although it is a bit weird in the configuration. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because all these companies make me laugh when they come online and they said, we're online and that means we'll do everything cheaper and you only need one mattress and it suits everybody. And now they're doing all these other products, and a few of them are now doing a second mattress. And they're not just online. You can try Simba, you can try and buy Simba in John Lewis and a couple of other stores. I'll probably do it in another video, but you can also buy it online. You can even buy it on Argos and stuff like that. So it's pretty much out there, but you can certainly try it, buy it in stores and try it. So all the things they told about one mattress, suddenly got all these out there. I don't think anyone believed it. It's just, it makes me laugh how much they put on these websites that apparently people are into. Anyway, I think these mattresses work because they give them a character. Yeah, that's my theory. I've got the Simba, I've got the Eve, I've got the Lisa. They give it a character, and they are pretty reasonably priced. In the sense that they'd make you believe it's like buying a higher premium product, which is not really, but that's something for another day to discuss. However, I'm going to get on with the mattress. If you're going to wait for my review or not, the reason you may want to be interested, as I said, is it's CertaPure certified. One of the rare mattresses that you can get online at this sort of price bracket, although it's a little bit more than the others. CertaPure means it is low in volatile organic compounds, these smells you get, the off-gassing, and it's going to have none of the really harmful stuff that you may possibly get in the others, although it is controlled by EU legislation, blah, blah, blah. However, it's more strict with the CertaPure. You have more peace of mind with CertaPure. It's nice to have a CertaPure mattress because even natural latex has some chemicals. All foam mattresses, no matter what they say about whether it's natural, whether it's a polyfoam, whether it's memory foam, latex, They all have, to some degree, chemicals. However, this is fully synthetic. It means it's full of chemicals, even though it is latex. So it's interesting. On paper, it should be happy. I was happy with the first one. If it's a little bit firmer than the first one, on paper, you know, it could be a really nice mattress. So I'm going to get on with the unboxing. Just bear in mind, I will go into even more detail on everything I can think of about Simba and compare it to all the other mattresses I've tried when I come to do my overview and review. I'm going to be fair, as I am with all of them, and actually try them, you know, for a few weeks, yeah, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Enough time to I can say this is how it is, and it hasn't changed over the time I've used it, and so you have a reference point to the other mattresses. So yeah, going to get on with the mattress, unbox it, see if there's any surprises in the box, and let it unwrap. And I'm going to get on with it now. I have to say, this is one of the larger boxes that come in. I think they say it should weigh about 2 kilos, but I'm going to check that because it looks a bit bigger than a 2 kilo box. So, first little present we got is a little pack from Simba. So, wake up to a better tomorrow. Oh, you get a little cutter, especially from Simba, with a label, well, it's a little sticky label put on it. So it's a little safety blade because you can't, it's hard to actually cut yourself on one of those things. You get something to put on the door, just to let people know you're in a quiet zone, because you're trying to sleep on your Simba. I think little things like this make a difference, you know. It is a bit annoying when you get just a bland package and you know, they're giving it a character and you want it to carry on when you get the mattress at home. And sometimes there's nothing in it at all. And as silly as it is, it's got nothing to do with the mattress. I do like to get a little freebies or something to feel that someone's put a little bit more thought into it and they're glad you bought one of their mattresses. And on the back, it's just a bit of information on the back to tell you how to unwrap it, choose where you're going to sleep, carry the mattress through and then unbox it. Location, position the roll-up Simba mattress where you want it. Ribber cut. Use the cutter to free the mattress from its plastic cover. Please be very careful you don't cut the mattress itself. Rise and shine. Let your mattress get a chance to feel at home. And they're telling you, it needs 3 to 5 hours to make sure it's fully inflated. It can take 48 hours till it's fully in its fully formed shape. So I would say let these things air for 48 hours is less important than the search for your mattress, but still, just so it's fully expanded and any of the gases left in it have leached out. Hopefully within those 48 hours, I would think it's a good idea not to sleep on it for 48 hours, but let it air in a well-aired room. So that's your little thing on the door. Little card to tell you about the cutter. One mattress, 5 layers of comfort, tailored to suit all. Now, how are they going to get away with that when they're doing a second mattress, which they're saying is even more premium? If this is the one to suit all, why would you buy the second mattress? Well, clearly, because you know, we know there isn't one mattress to suit all, and the other one has got more layers in it. It's a bit of a funny configuration because there seem to be too many comfort layers. But anyway, one mattress to suit all, and we do a second mattress. Here we are, live, sleep, dream. 5 layers of comfort designed to fit you. At Simba, we know your bed is more than just where you sleep. It's your place to be. Your island, the place where you laugh, you share, you chat, you dream of what to wear. It's a bit much, isn't it? A unique super comfort layer of what we like to call Simbatex. Of course, Simbatex is synthetic latex. Are designed so each person gets the feel that's right for them. And don't just take our word for it. Our mattress has been perfected through testing with the Sleep to Live Institute. What does that mean? Sleep to Live Institute have a database of people that have got all the points that they like and dislike about a mattress and pressure points and that. So it's an in-depth database that the Sleep to Live Institute have put together, and they've worked a mattress to try and fit in with what the database says people want. However, it's important not to think that all these people have actually tried this mattress. They haven't. So there's an assumption there that that actually fits in with people in that database. So 10 million people they talk about there have not tried the mattress. It's been after the fact. You can start getting the sleep you've always dreamed of. Well, that's good. Anyway, there's plenty to, you know, the pictures. I like the presentation. I like the blue branding. Some of them are really bland. Now the mattress cover itself is going to be bland, but however, the presentation is good. Tells you all about it. Well, we're going to get onto all that. Lovingly homemade. Lovingly homemade. Every Simba mattress is designed and so it's home as in the UK, delivered straight to you. Okay, so that's me booklet. That's that, and that's that, and me cutter. Although Stanley's always here to help me. So I wonder if this is easier to use than the Stanley knife. I'm not sure that it will be. On here is the warranty ID, the delivery date. So this was actually delivered to them the 8th of January. It's now the 28th. No, it isn't. The 8th of January. Today is the 2nd of February. So we're talking about 3 weeks in storage. It's not too bad. Incidentally, they do say you can keep these vacuum packed for 9 months and it'll still be fine. So 3 weeks is fine. Some of them make a big players like that. We don't actually pack them till they've been ordered, and then they still turn up the next day. But anyway, but 3 weeks, and it's right there on the top, and it's my EU single. So let's get this ready. This is the bottom. So does this just pull away or not? Sometimes you can just pull the top a bit away, and it doesn't appear to be the case with this. So oh, hang on, it pulls away a little bit. I still don't know what they want me to do with this. How's this better? Okay, so oh, I see. So yeah, no, that makes sense. So when you insert that, because the plastic bit is the one that contacts the mattress, you can't cut the mattress. So yeah, this makes really good sense. You don't have to worry about cutting the mattress as I would do with the Stanley knife, where there's nothing to protect the mattress. So good on Simba for that. I wonder if they had lots of returns or something saying that they cut the mattress and it was that Simba's fault for not warning them. And this is always the exciting bit, when it inflates. I don't know why, but maybe it's the kid in all of us. There's something satisfying in taking the plastic wrapper off. And for the people who always ask me, why do you sleep on a mattress in your lounge? I don't, because this is the only place I've got to film. So the full height would be 25 centimeters. It says 25 centimeters. According to this, it is for height, which is extraordinary. So a quick look at the mattress. It says here, one mattress, 5 layers of comfort. Taylor's one mattress. They're selling 2 mattresses. They are still branding as one mattress. And I have to say, surprisingly, I mean, a surprisingly strong smell, I would say, given that it's Pure certified. You know, I've had a couple that I think like the Eve, almost no smell at all. There's a very definite smell there. So yeah, I would expect that to go very quickly, but kind of was expecting less, very chemical type of smell. There's your Simba branding. You know, I don't like these grey whites. I like some branding. Given that they've gone blue there and they've got a little bit of blue, why couldn't we have blue around the side? I don't really understand it. If you've already decided blue is like this light kind of blue is nice, why would you then go grey around the side like a lot of other mattresses? I don't really get it. I'm going to take the cover off. Now, as I said, Germany say, yeah, wash our cover 30 degrees. UK say, don't wash our cover, spot clean it and go in circle motions. There's a whole bit of instruction on how to clean it without taking it off. However, I'm going to take it off, and it's not easy because it's one of these mattresses where you have to take it off from the bottom. We'll also point out, most mattresses now are giving you handles on the bottom. Casper now give you handles, Eve give you handles, Bruno give you handles. no handles on Simba, which, given that they are a little bit more premium on paper than the others of those types, given they've gone for a latex on top, Pure certified, patented conical springs, which on paper is nice to have. I thought about a lot, but they haven't thought about handles. I find that very strange. I'm going to take the cover off. As I said, it is nice when it's when it's machine washable, and you can take it off from the front. It has to come off from here. One reason that I take, they've actually sealed the zips down. Now maybe that's just for traveling. I will cut that off. One reason I take the cover off is because one time I got my first Casper. It was the wrong way round, so I always check now that the mattress has been packed the right way round. It really does happen that they pack them the wrong way round. So taking those little plastic bits off. Doesn't fully come off. It's much like the Lisa, it will only partially come off. They really don't want you taking this cover off. Quite a soft base. To me, that's quite soft. A little bit of signs of damage. Small bit of foam has been scuffed. Not seeing the inside of a cover quite like that. The sides have got this fleecy material. Wonder if there's actually a reason for that. So most latex you can find does come with holes in. There's no holes in the latex on Simba. It can be part of the actual manufacturing process itself, and it's handy because it allows even more air through. However, it does make the foam less dense and more likely to become softer in a shorter space of time. So not your typical latex, because synthetic latex anyway is less springy than natural latex. You know, it's not quite as good as having, you know, a high percentage of natural latex in there. A lot of them are blends of natural and synthetic. However, should be preferable to a polyfoam top layer. And I do remember it being soft, and I'm thinking this is going to be soft as well. It's almost, I have to say, it's almost memory foam like. That is quite that. You know, well, you know, they do say it's a unique type of latex, synthetic latex. They actually say it includes soybean oil and some natural balm to aid cooling. So, you know, it's their own take on synthetic latex. But it's quite sticky. It's quite weird, really. It's not really what I associate with latex. But you can see why I remember it as being soft, and it's going to be soft again. I mean, you can even see your hand impressions in it. So that's quite, you know, a slower response than to me it feels like memory foam, I have to say. But I'm not saying it is, and it isn't. It's synthetic latex. But it has a very unique feel for a latex. So it's supposed to be its full height now, 25. Whoopsie daisy. And it's 25. 4 centimeters of latex, 3 centimeters memory foam. So this is memory foam. You can see that is a really slow memory foam, which is how it should be. You know, there's so much marketing about our mattress is responsive, it's responsive, as though the ultimate aim is to be responsive. It's not. If you've got a memory foam, it's meant to be slow. That's why it's a memory foam. It remembers. It's not supposed to come straight back. It's supposed to be, because it doesn't compress like a normal foam does. It displaces, and that's why it's not going to be responsive. If it was responsive, it wouldn't be working like a memory foam. So that's a full-on memory foam. It's a proper memory foam. That is your spring. So these when I got my first Simba, and I wasn't really up with mattresses at that point, up to speed, and I know a lot more now, and I find I'm really interested in these, to be honest. Not least because I realise how much misinformation or lack of information is out there that I would have needed. And I was saying, well, where are these springs? I was expecting to feel something that felt like a spring. I didn't realise they were encapsulated. Encapsulated means Problem with springs is it tends to have really poor edge support, and so they put foam to the edge rather than the springs to help reinforce the edge, and that's what they call encapsulating. So basically it's boxed in. So you can't really feel anything that's spring-like, not least because they're only 2 centimeters high and they fully collapse. So that's the point. They're conical, so they will collapse to the width of the actual gauge wire itself, which is going to be very small. So you're not going to feel any springs, which caught me out, and I was wondering, well, has it even got springs? I even asked them, I said, there doesn't appear to be springs in mine. Oh yeah, it definitely got springs. However, now I realise they start here and you're never going to feel them because they collapse totally. So it's not like going on a full pocket spring mattress. Like the Otter, you feel the springs, you know there's springs under you. You don't with a Simba. There's no sense of the spring there, but you should expect some bounce from it. So 60 kilo per cubic meter for your Simbatex, otherwise known as synthetic latex. 60 kilo is about as low it's going to go in terms of density, but that's fine because it's the comfort layer. So soft is good. Obviously the denser ones are going to be firmer, so you'd expect about 60 kilo. Better than most of the polyfoams, isn't it, that they put on the top layer. So it promises good longevity. And 60 kilo, although it's at the low end, they go about 60 kilo to about 90 kilo per cubic meter. It's going to be nice and soft for the comfort layer, which you want. So 2 centimeters of the micro coils, otherwise those conical pocket springs. Pocket springs as in they are all individual, they're not coiled together. So every one of those springs moves individually. And they say it moves, by the way, ours move horizontally and vertically. True, however, all pocket springs do that. So 50 kilos per cubic meter for the memory foam, which is, you know, it's on the lower end, but it's far enough down that it's not going to be. Look, a lot of them put 50 kilo per cubic meter, like the Otter, on the top layer. So you could question how long that's going to hold its properties for, but it's not such an issue when it's down there. Just pointing out, 50 kilo is, you know, low end for a memory foam. So it's not. It's going to be quite soft. It's down. I mean, putting it down there, it's to deaden the feel of the mattress. Really, I know the idea is that it's going to be conforming, but it's, you know, it's going to be more conforming if it's on the top layer. Not least because it requires heat to be conforming. That's why the memory foam sleeps hot, and it's not going to get that much heat down there. Well, you'd hope it wouldn't, because that's the whole point of the latex, is to sleep cool. And your base layer, 33 kilos per cubic meter, absolutely typical for these bases, and kind of feels on the softer side than I might otherwise expect. They call these grooves that they put through them. You can't see it. I'm sure if I could see it at that angle. You should be able to see that. The grooves going right through at the bottom. They're calling it castellated. Castellated means it's got grooves, so that grooves go all the way through. Now the point of that here is, this is what they call their 7-zone sleep system, whatever they call it, 7-zone something. Anyway, they're saying it's zoned, so it's designed to give more in certain places than the others, and they're saying there's 7 particularly customized zones. Now, it's obviously designed to give where you where the most pressure goes: shoulders, hips. Now, how do they get 7? It's because they're counting in between where they've castellated, where they've cut the grooves. So that's 1 zone, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this I find a bit weird. They can call it a 7th because they're counting that as a different zone. Now this is the middle where your hips go. So the actual middle isn't zoned as such. Well, it's got the grooves on top, but it hasn't got the extra groove down here where the most pressure is. Now, they may have done their homework and decided that would have been too much. So obviously they're designing for the average person to give just right, that your spine will be aligned. I do find it a little bit weird that they didn't take these grooves down the bottom all the way in. Now, they've not only put grooves in the 7 sections, or in the 4 sections, and not the other bits that they call a section. However, so particular areas have these large grooves in. However, they do have very small grooves along almost the entire length. So they've really gone to town to design a soft feeling mattress. It's clear. May not suit stomach sleepers who are, you know, average weight. That's about everything I can go through at the moment. So I'll give it a chance, having slept on it and done some tests, see how it compares to the other mattresses that I've tried, and fill you in more detail another time. Thank you for watching.
UK